back again, this time for your Lesson 11 video assignment for your discussion board here in Lesson 11. I've got a joke for you. Don't worry. I know you're stressed, but I got one. I got a joke for you. What does the Statue of Liberty stand for? It can't sit down. Come on, guys. It's a statue. It has to stand. It can't sit down. Okay, that was a bad one. I admit it, but I still thought it was pretty funny. And I've never been to New York, so I've never seen the Statue of Liberty. So a girl can only dream and tell jokes about it, I guess. Maybe one day I'll make it out there. That would be cool. All right, let's talk about your discussion prompt. So we're going to look at another primary resource document. This time we're going to look at this. It's kind of like a cartoon that someone made, an illustration. And so you're going to look at this illustration here. Again, you can find the source information. It's called King Andrew I, and I will read the prompt. So it says, many people believe Andrew Jackson was a strong president, but some of his opponents saw him as an oppressive tyrant. Consider what you've learned about biases and stereotypes in this lesson. Think also about Jackson's actions and the events of his presidency. Then take a look at this image of Jackson. And here's a little bit of some background of what's in the image. It shows Andrew Jackson wearing a king's robe and crown. In his right hand, he holds a scepter. In his left hand is a document that says veto. He is stepping on torn documents. One is the Constitution of the United States. The other says Internal Improvements and U.S. Bank. So after reviewing the image and then that information that came along with it, answer the following questions using complete sentences. So number one, write a complete sentence listing 3 things you see in the image. So they gave you some good examples here. What are 3 things that pop out to you in this image that you think are important? Question number 2, what do you think the designer of the image is trying to imply about Andrew Jackson with each of those 3 things? So the important thing here is I don't want you to give me one answer. I really want you to give me 3 here. What do each of those 3 things mean? Why do you think that the artist put those 3 things in there? And then number 3, this one's where I want you to give me your opinion. Do you think Andrew Jackson was a good president? And then the key part here, why or why not? What did you learn that made you think he was a good or poor president? Totally up to you. Just make sure to back up your opinion here. Here is your rubric for how you'll be graded. So you get 20 points for writing a complete sentence where you list 3 things that you saw. So 3 things I see in the image are 1, 2, 3. List those 3 things. You get 20 points for that. You get 40 points for explaining what the designer is trying to imply by each of the items. Make sure to specifically address each item. So you need to say, I think personally it's best to have at least 3 sentences here, like 1 for each thing. So I think the scepter represents this. I think the U.S. Constitution represents this in the image. But you have to specifically address each of those 3 things. You can do it in at least 1 sentence, but if you need more, that's totally fine too. And then for your final thing here, you get 40 points writing at least 1 sentence where you share your opinion of whether or not Andrew Jackson was a good president and why. If you don't put the why in there, you most definitely will not get full points. So it's super important to be specific there and list the why. If you have any questions, please reach out to me. I'm here for you. Other than that, good luck on your video assignment and good luck on your discussion prompt. Thanks, guys.